One second, please. Let's go back to the debate. Ravi Shankar Prasad, Deputy Leader of the Opposition in the Rajya Sabha, top BJP leader, joining the debate with Rajiv Gada, who's getting set up there. I can see there's somebody in front of him just getting his audio line correct. Rajiv Gada, can you tell the gentleman just to move away? He seems to be taking away all the limelight. Yes, there you are, Rajiv Gada of the Congress Party. Kiran Shaw. I say Kiran Shaw is one of the only spirited, open corporates in India who speaks her mind on political issues. I've said most corporates run away from it. Kiran Shaw, thanks for joining us. Okay, Meghnad Desai from London. Welcome. You know, Meghnad Desai, you're like this person in Star Trek, you know, who says energize one day Mumbai, one day London, one day Goa. Nobody moves with the speed that you do.
Thank you.
Kiran Shaw, are you impressed? Is there something in the BJP manifesto which impresses you, something which depresses you? Let's start with you
first. Running away.
Okay, Kiran Shaw.
Well, yeah. So let me start by saying that, you know, I find that the manifesto has been very well thought through. I think there is good granularity in what the objectives are all about. I think any manifesto needs to show you a path of execution, and that is something which is in some way coming through in this manifesto, which gives me hope. I'm very pleased to see that they've focused a lot on e-governance, leveraging technology, creating an e-backbone of digitized records, of creating that you know, fiber optic network across the country so that every part of this country is e-enabled, so to speak. Now, of course, with all these kind of you know, objectives, the whole success is going to be in executing on this. So we have to see how they execute, because as we all know, it's easier said than done.
Yeah.
But also what gives me hope is that they have focused on judicial, legal, administrative and police reforms. And I'm also very pleased to see that they have a whole section devoted to science and technology, which I haven't seen really focused on in most other manifestos.
Wow, what an endorsement. What an endorsement.
They've actually talked about big data and analytics.
No, I'm saying what an endorsement that Ravi Shankar Prasad is shocked today. He's never got an endorsement in his life from anyone on the Newshour, including me. And there he gets this loud endorsement about the granularity, detail, etc. Rajiv Gada must be nervous, rather jealous. He's still getting his audio through. I'll ask him whether he's jealous after that. Meghnad Desai, what do you think? Let's get the experts in. Meghnad Desai, your take.
Well, the first important thing to say is that I welcome the fact that this election is being fought on economic issues, on growth, and of course also on governance, on technology, on creating jobs, and so on. So that is a central focus. And I think the BJP has matched Congress more than one for one in laying down a pathway to what they are going to do. And I think it's a very, very, very straightforward, creative path of creating infrastructure, improving governance, improving the technological background. And so, you know, now we have to see that they implement very well. And one more thing I would say is that they will face a horrendous fiscal crisis, because the last budget, the vote on account, obviously, you know, is a very messy one. There's a huge deficit from past year. And unless somebody is very tough, they'll have a huge deficit next year. So the first task of BJP finance minister would be to get control over the finances.
You see, this
is
what we missed, Rajiv Gada. You know,
but we must not forget
this is what we missed, Mr. Gada. You know,
going to be somewhat
one second. We'll come to Ravi Shankar Prasad on this after the Congress. This is what we missed, Mr. Rajiv Gada. This is what we missed, Derek O'Brien. You know, clear understanding of the issues. Now, if you made up your mind, then you haven't looked at the BJP manifesto. Can everybody be wrong? Can Meghnad Desai, Kiran Shaw, are they all biased? Rajiv Gada?
We have.
No, Rajiv Gada, they speak about infrastructure, governance, technology.
Arnab, let me point out.
Yes,
let me point out that. Yeah, many of the points that they make in their manifesto are not based on sound economics. They talk about addressing fiscal deficits. They come up with a variety of programs which, how are they going to fund that? They talk about interventions in a variety of sectors of the economy. How are they going to fund that? They talk about providing 50% more.
Congress asking questions on how funding.
Cost.
Congress asking questions on funding. How ironical.
Further inflation.
Congress party asking questions on funding.
Many of those,
Wasn't Sonia Gandhi, didn't Sonia Gandhi stand up and say, I don't care where the money comes from, we've got to do it?
They seem to have been sleeping over the last 5-10 years. When we installed the Skill Development Corporation, when we put in so much into public-private partnership, where were they? What were they doing other than obstructing us? There is no manifesto here. There is just a camouflage for the Hindutva agenda
let's not bring everything down to politics, Mr. Gowda.
Modi stands for, which is being revealed through Amit Shah.
Ridiculous.
No, one sec. Meghnad Desai says ridiculous. I think we get the BJP that Ravi Shankar Prasad, you heard 3 strains of argument.
Well,
something you'd like to add to what Rajiv Gowda said?
No,
Ravi Shankar Prasad.
Congress must admit they made a mess.
Can I come in here or no?
Lord Desai, you are aware that India is the second fastest growing economy in the world?
Rajiv Gowda, Ravi Shankar Prasad is responding to you.
First of all, let me tell you, Arnav, today 2 independent voices who have been critic also, and I respect both Madam Majumdar and Mr. Desai immensely, personally. Today, critics of the BJP have also found very good words in the manifesto as a good roadmap for the recovery of India, recovery of India's economy. You know, Mr. Devagowda is a reasonable man, I know him very well. But if today he is also talking in this manner, it only shows the desperation to which Congress has descended because of the emergence of BJP as a likely party going to win under the leadership of Mr. Modi. You know, the larger issue is, Arnav, I'm very happy you laughed yourself. They are telling from where the money will come. Colgate, Railgate and what not happened, let us not talk about that. What is manifesto is important. One is a fiction, a castle in the air. One is a promise backed by performance with your conventional record in the past. And yes, 2 issues have been raised by Madam Majumdar and Mr. Desai, Lord Meghnad Desai. Let me tell you, it will be delivery. It will be performance. And when the country's growth rate is 4.6%, why is it Gujarat, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Goa are notching 10%?
Bihar, you missed out Bihar.
Narendra Modi rightly said today. Yes, agreed.
You missed out Assam. Assam is also doing well.
All right, we will wait for May 16th.
No.
But on a larger issue which is very important, what did Narendra Modi say today? He said, my commitment to the country, I will not do anything for it myself.
No, that's
I'll
all.
work very hard. And the twin plank is development and good governance.
Well,
that's what Narendra Modi is for the country. That gives an indication of delivery and promise.
Okay, counter from Mr. Gowda. Not convinced yet. Mr. Gowda, quickly.
The UPA government gave us 10 years of leadership, 8 years of spectacular growth, 2 years of post-global recession, second highest growth rates in the world. All right? So none of this matters what Mr. Prasad is talking about. Basically, what matters is what we've done. What we've done and delivered to the poor of India.
What poor of India? You keep talking.
Laws that have empowered them. We have brought 14 crore people out of poverty.
14 or 15? Be sure. Rahul Gandhi said 15.
Rural India.
Rahul Gandhi said 15. Figures say 13.8.
Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad conveniently ignores. He conveniently ignores in his, in his joy over opinion polls that are going to be proved wrong on May 16th.
Well, let's have a very, very specific argument. Let's pick up 1 or 2 other issues, right? Kiran Majumdar Shaw and Meghnad Desai. Let's pick
one.
No, one second.
Yes.
Let's pick up the issue of industrial growth. Should we pick up industrial growth or manufacturing?
On Kiran Majumdar Shaw, on what?
No, pick up agriculture.
On one point on what
rural
Mrs.
India,
Kiran Majumdar Shaw said. Only 1 point. Arnav.
Derek.
1 point to respond to what both Lord Desai said and Ms. Kiran Majumdar Shaw said. They both made the points which I want to build on that. Ms. Kiran Majumdar Shaw said there's a lot of talk in that manifesto about e-governance and the e-route. Yes, there is there's talk about it, I've read it. The example I want to give you is one state in India has total e-governance. Only one state. No, No, you listen. You listen to me. Or no, please listen.
Now, are we talking about Bengal or the BJP?
The point is, no. Please understand, you have to look at, because I think the BJP and the Congress are both on these television channels trying to put a spin.
No,
so
spin?
Even when
we're
reasonable
talking at a
voices
national
like
level,
Ms. Shaw and
we're talking
Lord
at a
Desai
national
are speaking, I'm talking at a national level. 7.9 is the national level.
Okay, so Ms. Shaw wants to respond to you. Ravi Shankar Prasad laughing. Why are you laughing, Mr. Prasad? No, Mr. Prasad, why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? You discount his figures?
Mr. Prasad has written it today. We wrote it 3 years ago.
Okay, fine. So he's responding to you.
We have implemented it.
3 minutes left. He's responding to you. Yes, Mr. Prasad.
Can I speak also?
My good friend Derek is a very valued colleague in the Rajya Sabha. I have great regard for him. At times his great fun and interventions of his previous professional avatar, which I did not say, now he's a senior leader of his party, makes me laugh, and I laugh only because of that. But what is important is, you talked of economic revival. India's manufacturing is in a critical state, right from banking reform to taxation reform to attracting investment, to giving a timeline for clearance, to giving a big manufacturing hub in India, a larger infrastructure growth rate, next generation infrastructure growth rate, all we have promised. And let me tell you, India needs infrastructure, India needs investment, India needs manufacturing, India needs proper small-scale, medium-scale industry for generation of more reforms. India needs tax stability in a very bigger way. So our whole plan of economic revival is indeed a transparent, non-policy non-corruption.
Kiran Shaw wanted to respond. Naresh Gujral wanted to come in, but Mr. Gujral, before I come to you, I heard you there. I just wanted to let, the question is believability, Kiran Shaw. When the Congress party says manufacturing, we want to implement the national manufacturing policy, cleared by the cabinet in 2011, failed for 2.5 years, rediscovered by Anand Sharma in 2013, still hanging there somewhere unimplemented. Question is, who's going to believe you, Mr. Gowda? You got your turn, you failed. No, who's going to believe you? The question is purely of believability. Believability. That's all. Kiran Shaw.
And they are getting into place. Various mega infrastructure projects have been
You admitted you failed.
You are going to see the benefits of that over
No, you admit. Kiran Shaw.
Hardly.
Kiran Shaw, believability.
That are on,
all I want to say, Arnab, I just want to say that if you look at all these discussions we are having, everyone is aligned on what needs to be done, okay? And I think if you look at the focus that people have on e-governance, on infrastructure development, on job creation and what have you, I think everyone today is aligned on all these issues. I think the question is, why hasn't UPA done it in the last 5 years? I think that is really the question people are asking.
Precisely.
And today, I think we are going to look at BJP to see how we are going to do it.
That's all. Yes, Naresh Gujral. Believability being the issue here. 1 minute on this part of the debate. Mr. Gujral.
Arnab, the main point is everybody talks of job creation. Everybody talks of making India a manufacturing hub. But all this is possible only if we bring in labor reform. Nobody is talking of that. No political party will talk of that in its manifesto, because that does not win you any votes.
No, 1 second.
I only hope that after the elections there will be some kind of a national consensus on this very, very important subject.
Yes, Meghnad Desai. I think that's absolutely clear. You can do all this only when you bring in an amendment to labor laws through the Industrial Disputes Act, on which the Congress could not get any consensus in the last 10 years. Yes, Meghnad Desai, final word.
I think the idea that I've heard that the BJP talk about is that the labor law reform would be made a state subject, so different states can advance on the labor legislation front at different paces. I would prefer a national labor reform policy, but you cannot have manufacturing growth without labor reform. No way.
Well,
and Congress has refused to have labor reform all these years, and I think time has come now to break that barrier and have labor reform.
I only sense here that nobody is saying Congress is bad, BJP is good. Question seems to be, we gave Congress a chance. Let's give the BJP a chance and see how they implement. That's the sense I get from Meghnad Desai and Kiran Majumdar-Shaw. It's not my view, it's theirs. Derek O'Brien disagrees. He wants Mamta Banerjee to get a chance. And thank you very much for joining me on this debate. I'm back on the other side. The debate continues at a political level.